Hi everyone, I'm excited to get to explain to you how to best use the team pages. If you're my personally sponsored coaches, I added you into two team pages, the Your Best You page and the Team Hard Hitters page. And I believe that most of you were added into those two pages. So those are the two that I'm going to go over specifically. So you can kind of use these principles for whatever team pages you're in. So the Your Best You page, we want you to think of as like home base. That's like your encyclopedia, that's your home base. Think of it anytime you need resources, go to that page. You know, if you think of all the coaches on our team as like one family, think of the Your Best You team page as our home base. It's where we all get together. No matter where we are in this country, that's where we meet. Go into the file section. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying it's like your encyclopedia, your library. We have so many resources in there for you. Kim and I try our best to make sure that we add value to you, that we provide you all the resources that you need to have success in this business. We have templates for challenge groups that are specific that we created and you can't find anywhere else, that have themes that are different each month. You don't have to recreate the wheel if that's not a strong suit for you or if you don't have time to do so. Go into the file section. If you have questions on what kind of personal development you should do, we have in the file section a whole page of different personal development books that we've loved. If you're looking for the team calls because you're not able to participate on them, which are every Tuesday night, so I hope to see you there. But if you're not able to participate in those calls, I know it's kind of late on the East Coast because it's 8 to 8:45 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time. Look for the recordings in the file section. We have a file that says team calls and we post the YouTube link to the recording in that document. So you can go back and watch all of our previous calls. You can go back and watch the one just from this week if you're already caught up. Use the page as a resource for you. Additionally, we want you to be involved in that page. Ask questions in that page. We want you to cheer each other on in that page. You know, when we announce new coaches, please, everyone welcome them. This is overwhelming. Like, you know, you're a new coach, right? It can be a little overwhelming, a little scary. You're not really sure what you kind of got into. You don't really know where to begin. How wonderful is it to be welcomed by everyone? It's a small thing. It takes 1 second, maybe 3, depending on how low you type, but it's a significant thing that you can do. Make sure if you see a question in there, don't wait for one of the other coaches to answer. If you know the answer, chime in. We would love your input. And if we have a different opinion or we have something else to add, we'll comment on it when we get to it. So don't feel like you aren't qualified. If you know the answer, jump in. Sometimes questions are more time sensitive. And it's wonderful to feel like we have this family of people who are supportive and who are answering questions for one another and you're not just waiting for someone else to take care of it, right? Additionally, we want you to introduce your new coaches in there. We want you to celebrate Success Club. Every week we post a graphic on Sundays with the Success Club numbers. I want you guys to comment on that graphic. Support your team members who are doing well. Use it as an opportunity to encourage and challenge yourself to hit Success Club, to see your name up on that graphic. It's a lot of work and we know that, so make sure you're celebrating people in there. You know, our whole team dynamic, because we're all online, is really dependent on the team dynamic we establish in that Your Best You team page. And so you are a significant part of that. If it's just me and Kim posting, it kind of falls flat, right? Like, let us know. If you don't feel like it's a really good resource for you, let us know what you need, because we're just trying to provide what we think you need. But if you need something else, we are completely open to that. Again, just post it in that team page. So that's our page. And then the bigger team page, the Team Hard Hitters page that has like way more coaches in it, we like to put you in that group as well because there's other information at a higher level. You know, Kim and I are establishing our businesses, but we love the idea that we're all in this other team page led by a coach who is kind of like, we can see her success and we know how she got there because she shares that with us in just 3 years, 2 kids, third one on the way, how successful she's been able to be. And I love having that broader vision that extends beyond just what Kim and I have done in our business. I love the idea that you guys get to see what other coaches are doing, cheer other coaches on, hear the questions that other coaches have that they comment in that page, because that's also a great page to ask your questions in, just because there's way more coaches, so they might get to you faster or have different experience or different opinions. So think of that page also as just like your extended family, whereas all the coaches on our teams are your immediate family. So use these resources. There's great resources in the file section in that page as well. click through ours, see what's in there. Go to the photo albums section and see all the photo albums that we've created for you, the graphics for all of the templates that we have, of tips that you can put in your challenge groups for 21 days. It's like 21 tips to make the 21-day fix the most effective. Use them. We've literally created all these graphics and all these resources for you. And yes, we use them, but the reason why we type them all out and provide them to you is because we want to give you all of the resources that have helped us succeed in this business. And so that's what we do on our team page. We put everything in there. So we share, even in the file section, there's 2 documents I've created of objections. So different common objections that I hear in messages with people, and I've literally copied and pasted my responses to those objections in those documents. So there's so many helpful resources in the team page. I just encourage you guys to use them, and wanted to film a quick video to let you know that it exists and that's how to use it, because in this time where you're getting so much information and it's hard to know where to go, what to do, I don't want you to overlook the value of that team page. So let us know if you have any questions. Again, let us know if there's any way that we can improve the team page for you, make it more valuable to you. And I just encourage and challenge you, and would love if you would be really involved in that team page. I hope you guys have such a wonderful day, and we're so excited that you're going through this training. All right, bye.